Yeah, hi guys. I'd like to show you a replay of a game that I just had a moment ago. It was quite an entertaining one. I actually started recording it with live commentary, but my application sort of quit temporarily and it suspended the recording not too far into it, which was a bit unfortunate. But anyway, I'll provide some commentary as if I'm playing the game. As if I'm playing the game live, or
additional supply depots required.
Like I'm playing the game live. So my plan in this game was to sort of go back into standard bioplay. A couple of my recent videos I did, you know, a tank with a mine BC Ghost composition, and it was a lot of fun and did that to great effect. But I don't want to do the same thing every game, and so yeah, the plan is to go survive it. The one thing I need to work on, I'm getting much stronger in terms of my mid-game bioplay, but I need to get better at the transition. So where, you know, if the Zerg goes into lurkers and sorry, not mutas, lurkers and things like lurker, corruptor, ultralisk, etc. You really have to have a viable transition in place. Like you got to ramp up ghost production, you got to move into sort of liberated tank, things like that. Maybe BC. So so everything looks pretty standard so far. The standard overlord timing. So yeah, we're just going to go for a scout, see what he's doing, and then take
Command
the
center upgrade
third CC.
complete.
It's quite nice. I'm going to take the pocket base on this map is quite nice. So yikes, it's always a big yikes when you see that there's no expansion. So what I'm going to do is send the SCV in here and try and get as early a scout as possible. But usually with one base, it's going to be very, very hard to hold the low ground. So pull the Reaper back. So yeah, I said that this is a one base roach. So yeah. So what I think you want to be doing with this, you could actually just evacuate the low ground immediately. But there's always a chance that he's going to pivot and cancel. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to build a low ground bunker and a high ground bunker. Okay, so it's got a couple of links coming out. So I'm just going to go and check that he's not taking the gold, because you know, like you can overreact, right? You don't want to overreact either. We're not entirely sure what he's doing here yet. So yeah, so I'm going to build a high ground bunker so we can evacuate the low ground when the time comes. And if it is a committed one base roach, certainly we're going to struggle to hold the low ground. So it hasn't got the gold. I'm deflecting those links. The thing is, you can often tell it's going to be roaches too. If it's just you know, sometimes I'll just build 6 lings, run them across the map, and try. Oh, so I see here there's actually a proxy hatch. So this is going to be proxy hatch roaches. So this is going to be pretty aggressive. But it is off 2 base, so we're going to have a little bit more time to prepare. But yeah, sometimes I just build 6 lings, send them across the map, approach the house. Okay, so yeah, this is the point now. We're not going to be able to hold the low ground. So I could have maybe tried to salvage that bunker. So we're just gonna evacuate to the high ground. We've got a tank 3/4 produced, and I want to go into Viking production. Oops, you got to be careful not to misrally your units. The bunker position there can sort of mess it up a little bit. Okay, so what we want to do is we want to siege it back a bit. We want to ideally it to be, you know, certainly outside the range of roaches, but to the extent possible outside the range of biles. And we're going to produce a Viking because we want to deny high ground vision by killing off any overlords or pushing back any overlords. I'm just going to have a look around what he's doing here.
You want a piece of me, boy?
So he's backed off a bit. It's another misrally of a marine. I've got to be careful about that. It's because I'm keeping the wall closed. Now, he's not attacking in, which makes it look increasingly like he's going for a sort of contain strategy. But the contain is not going to be as effective on this map because there's a pocket base, right? So I can still get 2 base mining up. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to go for BC, which can be a good a good way to counterattack. Okay, so gotta be careful. So yeah, a lot of roach ravager there. But yeah, I'll try and get that Viking repaired. We're going to basically try to deny high ground vision, and the BC will give us some good attacking, counter-attacking potential as well as defensive potential, and then we'll go into bio, try to get a couple more racks. Instead of going 3cc, I'm going to go a couple of fast additional racks this time. But one of the key principles in Starcraft is don't take a fight that you can't win. Right, and so right now we can't win, we just have to wait until we get a higher tank and bio count up before we can try to push out. So yeah, he's doing this backward creep expand thing, which can be very annoying. It delays your ability to expand. He's probably going to expand around and take the gold base and the other bases on my side of the map. So yeah, it looks like that tank can't actually pop out. Okay, so yeah, this is where I see the tank is out of range of the bios.
Add-on complete.
We need to rebuild that supply depot ASAP. And Banshees can be good too. So we're gonna get stim started. So yeah, it's nice, this base with the pocket. We can mine 2 bases.
Add-on complete.
We're not going to be that far behind economically, if at all. And the thing is, if he tries to catch up economically, he's not going to have enough to hold our push up. So it's sort of a bit of a catch-22 for the Zerg. It's like if you drone up behind it, then I'm going to have a powerful 2-base army that I can push out with, and maybe win the game. Certainly, if he keeps building units, then we're going to be fine economically. So yeah, so what I want to do here is slowly push out. With tank cover, we need to get a critical mass of bio with stim, and I'm also going to go into a raven. Now what do with the cloak banshees? I could go and harass with them, or I could use them, you know, to basically push the roach ravager back. I'm tempted to, yeah, it's hard to know what the right call is, but
SCV ready.
But you know, there is an opportunity to win the game if he hasn't built spores and we go across the map. You know, we might get like 20 worker kills or something like that. So it's probably worth trying to do that. I
Mineral
think.
Field depleted.
Just to make sure. I think we've got a good defensive setup here, a good 2-base economy in production. There's no urgency to go out unless he's droning up. So let's go and have a look. You also got to be a bit wary of pivot. You know, we're producing a lot of tanks here, so we could be vulnerable to sort of mutas, but I'm producing a lot of bio.
Complete.
And I've got a raven here, so I don't have to waste scans. I don't know how much creep he's spread, it could be a lot. But I don't want to waste too many scans clearing the creep. Okay, so what do we got here? Okay, he has got spores up. My target fights have been great.
Complete.
Okay, he's mining out the minerals for the other base as well. Yeah.
Add-on complete.
Alright, I'm just going to go back because I need these units defensively. Let's just get a very brief scout. So he doesn't have that base. I'm sure he's probably got the bottom left in the gold.
Mineral field depleted.
Or he will imminently as soon as he can afford it. Okay, so we're going up to 5 racks production. I've got a second starport, so I can produce medevacs at the same time as so now we've got decent tank cover. We can slowly push out. And if he chases in to try to kill the low ground tank. Okay, so we just try to bait him in. If he chases in to get that tank, he's going to take fire from high ground tanks. My bio's a bit softened up here, so I need to wait for medevacs to come out. But yeah, we've got 2 or 3 more bases on the high ground. So once we push this back, we're going to be able to very rapidly go from a 2-base economy performance. So yeah, okay. So he's backed off a little bit, so I'm just going to use the Raven here to clear out creep.
Complete.
And there's no great urgency. We just have to do it methodically, get our 3rd base up. And because what's happening is I've got bio upgrades coming, I've got more medevacs coming, I've got 5 racks production. So there's no real, you know, like my army's going to get better and better, right? So yeah, so we've waited for medevacs. and that was worth doing because look, my bio was already a bit soft. Combat shed's on the way.
Research complete.
So we'll push back the creep. So let's see if he's still here. Yeah, he's still here with a large force. So just going to back off and dodge the biles. When the biles are fired, you want to back off.
Ready for dust off.
So yeah, we've got oversaturation. So now the thing is, you want to keep building SCVs the whole time. So yeah, now I'm going to move a tank to the high ground here. Now that we've pushed the creep back.
This better be. SCV ready.
And you want to be attacking with your bio with tank cover, which is good. You know, it's a huge force multiplier, and I'm going to use my banshees here. So let's see if we've got enough to push this back.
SCV ready.
So yeah, this high ground tank fire, which is nice. Yeah, and he realized he doesn't have enough. Well, actually no, he's still trying to hold it. So yeah, the banshees are extra DPS. So, you know, and he's still morphing overseers here. So.
Kaboom, baby! I'm in deep!
Oops. Oh yeah, there's mutas. Okay.
Armed. SCV ready.
Yeah, I'm just trying to get turrets up now. I overproduced mortars a little bit, so hopefully there's quite a lot of mutas. Okay, but there's still, we can use the mortars to take down the ravagers. So I've got turrets up,
Base is
and
under
I'm just
attack.
going into just constant marine production. Well, let's get some repair on that if we can.
You want a piece of me, boy?
Oh, he's derping over my high ground bunker. Oh, that's quite a big mistake.
Want some?
Let's get some repair off. Repair.
This better be good.
Yeah, we're lucky actually. We could have done. Oh, I lost the overseers too. He could have done a lot more damage if he'd hit my pocket base, I think.
Mineral field depleted. Upgrade complete.
Yeah, we were quite fortunate.
Called in the fleet.
So got battle cruiser out. A little bit slow on that, but it's okay. So let's just clear out some of this creep. Unfortunately, in the chaos, we lost our Raven, and I am showing him the battle cruiser here, but I'm not too concerned about that.
Who wants some?
Yeah, so let's just, firstly we're just going to clear out the creep so we can secure our fourth base. We just do this methodically. I don't think there's a great rush. I think we're in a pretty good position here.
SCV ready.
So let's get our fourth base, let's get a wall
Command
up.
center upgrade.
He lost all his mutas. I'm not sure if he's going to try again because he knows we've got turrets up now. He's probably going to start producing corruptors. Okay, there's a few more mutas popping.
This better be good.
But yeah, he does have the gold base. I'm not surprised.
SCV
So,
ready. It's go time.
okay, he doesn't have this base. Alright. Well, is he going to have enough gas to have a big baneling count? This is the thing with mutas are very gas heavy, so it's one of the downsides.
And ready.
Mutas can be very good, but one of the downsides is it uses a lot of gas, so you may not have as much gas for banelings. Yeah, like he doesn't have banelings here, right? And bio just absolutely shreds. Bio absolutely shreds mutas.
Mineral field depleted.
So yeah, we're just going to take out all the mutas. That's really nice. He didn't get the BC either. So the thing is, I've also got good bio upgrades here. I was constantly I got my upgrades started early. Bio upgrades are very, very important. Okay, so that's nice. So we know he's got a maximum of 5 bases, but I seriously doubt that he's got that many. He's probably got the pocket base. I imagine he's probably on 4 base right now. So it's 4 base versus 4 base. We've got good upgrades, we've got good infrastructure. We've traded pretty well. So I think we should be in a pretty good position here. So let's just get our macro tidied up. Also got an extra orbital on the high ground. Get our base saturation evenly apportioned. Also got double armory upgrades. Got a wall up. Let's get some repair on that BC. Now I'm not really that committed to BCs. I think I've got another one about to pop. But really, yeah, this is mainly bio. And the thing is, if he makes a lot of corruptors, then, you know, the bio can just shred the corruptors. So.
Vespene Geyser exhausted.
So I think we should be winning here because we've got Terran has some of the best mid game units in the game, and we've got that up now. We've got good upgrades. We've got Stim, Combat Shield, Medevacs, etc. We've got a good Marauder count as well, not just Marines, and Marauders are good for tanking bailing hits. So actually what you want to do if he's got bailings, you want to stim your Marines back and let the if you're not good at splitting like I'm not, then what you want to do is stim your Marines back and let the Marauders tank the damage, and the Marauders will naturally be split, but yeah, so he's got Corruptors. I'm just going to send the Liberator in here, maybe I can get some kills in Chaos. Okay, so stim the Marines back, see, and then the Marauders are naturally spread, right? So let them tank all the damage, and once you've got rid of the Baneling, we can shred. Now I should have probably used Yamato there or even jumped the BCs out, but that's okay. They were tanking damage that otherwise he might have killed the Medevacs. So yeah, I don't think he's got much left here. Liberator went down. Yeah, that'll be GG, I suspect. Yep. So yeah, this was a fun game. Now he calls himself bad, but honestly, I think he played pretty well, and I actually think it's a really good strategy. The only problem is it's not the best map to do it on, because if he'd held me to one base, if there's no pocket expand, then he can actually get pretty far ahead, because it takes me a while before I can secure this. That said, I might have done a different strategy. In that case, I might have done just like a one base all in with very fast stim, and then just get some medevacs and go drop over here. Yeah, I think he probably could have got a lot more done with his mutas. Like if his mutas had come in here, I think I might have preemptively put one. What are these guys doing here? Preemptively putting one turret here, but he came in with about 10 or 15 mutas. If he could have denied this entire base, like I would have had to run out, and then it would have been quite hard to split my forces here and here. I would have kept my tanks and marauders here and just pulled my marines, over here, and then I get a turret up here and a turret up here. It would have been holdable, but I think he would have got a lot more damage. So let's look at the situation. So yeah, okay, so he still hasn't got this. What, did he have that pocket base? Or was he taking it? Yeah, he was taking it, he didn't have it. So he's only on 3 base. Units lost 2-1 in my favor. And yeah, so this was a 3,100 Zerg, by the way. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the game. It was a really fun and interesting one. And thanks for watching. Cheers.